Room for 2 people, another bus coming behind. Oh, right. Are you 2 together?
Yes.
Yeah, we're 2. So there's a seat there for 2 people. There's another bus coming behind.
Okay.
That's great.
Wait,
probably
thank you.
about 15 minutes. Yes. It'll be a big white bus for Alan's tour.
All right. Another one is coming for that now?
Yeah, this one is full, so there's another one coming.
Right. Okay, right.
Coming up on the right hand side is the famous hall in the wood cranes, the yellow cranes. Is Belfast shipyard. One of the most famous landmarks in Belfast. We have a saying in Ireland that when the Titanic was built here, she was fine when she left us. It's also home to Belfast Zoo. The top of the cave looks like a man staring up at the clouds in the sky. It's called Napoleon Snows. If you just look at the top of the cave, it'll give you the impression of a man staring up. Coming up on the left hand side we have the famous Ulster University. We also have the famous Queen's University. I'm just about to explain that. On the right hand side we have Belfast Lock, which flows into the Irish Sea. We have a standalone service that departs Belfast Port to Causeway Port in Scotland every 4 hours. It also leaves Causeway Port back to Belfast Port. We also have the ferry service, the standalone that services England and Liverpool. It's hard to believe that the famous Titanic sailed down Belfast Lock on her way to Southampton for her maiden journey to America.
Okay, but okay.
Now the brain is not braining.
Yeah.
Just coming up on the left hand side we have a PSNI station, one of the largest in Northern Ireland. It is Causeway Castle was built in 1177 by John Causeway. It's over 800 years old. It's one of the most best preserved castles in Ireland. The castle has been besieged by the French, the English, the Scots and the Irish when they were doing up one of the bars across the
So sorry.
Excellent.
A lot of people today. See you later. I'll see you sure during the week.
I will see you then.
She's met him.
That'll be good for her to know that he's, he's got somebody that takes a wee worry off her then.
See when she's with him.
We got her back from her holiday.
Oh yes.
See her then.
What is your here, Alison? We had the premier bun yesterday. We had the premier bun. She's not allowed to not talk to her about it.
There's a statue of William of Orange outside the front of it. The statue itself is being 4 feet high, but that was his actual size. The guys in that era are a lot smaller than the guys of present day generations. He landed in Carrickfergus in June 1690. We travelled south in July 1690 to the River Boyne, which we call in Northern Ireland the Battle of the Boyne. Belfast is known as King Billy, William of Orange. The castle has had 22 cabins in 96. We have a marching season every July, 12th of July, to celebrate King Billy's victory over King James, the Battle of the Boyne, 1690. It's called the Orange Marches. It's called the marching season. It's annual every year in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland comes to a standstill, and they all have, every town basically has a parade. There is a tour of the castle, but we don't have time to do the tour, guys. Coming up on the left hand side we have a World War II Churchill tank. It was actually used during World War II. It's been completely restored. Just keep the noise down and we get with the guys while talking, please, thank you. For the American folks on board, Andrew Jackson was born here. The 7th President of the United States. He sailed with his family from the port of Causeway here to America in 1765 until they changed the law that any actually on a clear day you can see the Highlands of Scotland, you can see the mountains up. Yeah. Sometimes the visibility is absolutely superb. Our next stop will be Causeway rope bridge, but we don't go down to the rope bridge. We stop at a viewpoint. We can take a video or a photograph of the rope bridge. They used to let the coaches down, but during COVID they paid their staff off and refused to give furlough, and they tried to rehire them. The staff told them where to go. So under health and safety, we have opened the coaches down because they're understaffed. Then after we leave the viewpoint, we go for lunch at the Dark Hedges Hotel. The meal is normally $15.95, but you get it for $13.95 because you're with Allen Tours. I hand out wee vouchers by you once you use the facilities in the restaurant. It's literally, they literally pile your plate. The servers are quite generous. They do Irish stew, lasagna, pasta, chicken, vegetable, curries, sausages, chips, beans, salad. It is well worth the money, but you're not obliged to use the restaurant. There's a cafe beside it that sells sandwiches, tea and coffee, etc. if you wish to use the facilities of the cafe. You're at the Dark Hedges Hotel, you get a chance to go down and visit the Dark Hedges, which is very famous in the Game of Thrones. Orange parades march up to the Crown on the marching season on the 12th of July. A lot of people stop on their tours just to take a photograph or video of themselves beside the Crown. It's right in the centre of the roundabout. You can tell by the flags it's mainly a Loyalist Protestant area. There's a Crown, ladies and gentlemen, just right in front of you. That's the centrepiece here on the 12th of July for the Orange Marches. with the air. I was down as far as it goes. It's down there. Does that help any better? It's on the snowflake, can't get any colder. Up the coastal route, coastal road. Will take us on to the beautiful glens of Antrim. There are 9 glens of Antrim. The word glen means valley, so it's a valley of Antrim. Isolated towns was at one time was only accessible by rail. We have a few roads in Belfast named after him, like Lanyon Quay, Lanyon Place. Isolated towns was at one time was only accessible by rail. We have a few roads in Belfast named after him, like Lanyon Quay, Lanyon Place. Restaurant at the top of the hill. coming into the town of Ballygawley, which is home to the Ballygawley Castle Hotel, where a lot of weddings etc. took place. Before it became a hotel, it belonged to a married couple who didn't get along. There was arguing and fighting or whatever. So one night, he locked his wife up in one of the towers. There's 4 upper towers. They have enough for her. So after a couple of months, she managed to escape. But unfortunately, she fell to her death, and her screams can still be heard here at night. Also, the ill-fated Spanish Armada landed here, and when one of the galleons sunk, some of the sailors and a couple of the noblemen aboard are actually buried in Glenarm at St Patrick's Church. Ballygawley Castle Hotel just comes up on the left-hand side. Where a lot of the brides said get a photograph taken beside the sea. It's a very popular hotel with the tourists. Some beautiful seas of the, some beautiful sights of the seas. I mean. They are salmon farming cages. The majority of the salmon that come from here are all farmed, and a lot are sold in local supermarkets, etc. The salmon used to be quite abundant here. The fishermen used to get 2, 3, 4,000 salmon a week. But under this past, or over this past decade or so, the numbers have declined, and they're lucky they only get a couple of hundred salmon a week, so the majority of salmon come here. They're called our Army of the Valley. Also coming up on the left hand side you see Steeds and Stewards, a very famous jewellers that provided all the jewellery for the Game of Thrones. Plus as we go through we have Glenarm Castle. Glenarm Castle is a haunted castle. It's got a tea room and a walled garden walk. It's very popular with tourists in the area. It's belonged to the MacDonald family for the past 400 years. So just as I go over the bridge, I'll slow the coach down if anybody wants to take a video or a photo of the castle as we're passing over the bridge. Castle's just coming up on the left hand side. It's Glenarm Castle. On the right hand side is St Patrick's Church, where some of the noblemen and the sailors were buried when their galleon sunk. Off the coastline here. Of Great Britain, they spent a lot of time here. Also, another celebrity here was called, they saved a lot of lives, thousands of lives. They carried the matches over here to Carnlough from England and Belfast, worrying about the Blitz, saved thousands of lives. There used to be a plaque on the wall as we're driving through Carnlough. It was there a couple of weeks ago, dedicated to Paddy the Pigeon. For the bedroom is still intact where Sir Winston Churchill slept, and his mattress and his wardrobe stuff are still sitting there even over 100 years. It's the London Diarms Hotel, just kind of up the left hand side, that belonged to Sir Winston Churchill. On the right hand side we have Carnlough Harbour, where a lot of scenes were taken for the Game of Thrones. And there's a little stone building on the right hand side here, just on the left, where the plaque used to be for Paddy the Pigeon. You see the empty space where it was pulled down. And then we go for lunch, and then we go to the distillery, and then Coming up soon on the right hand side we have a very famous lake here called Loch Arima. It's very famous because sometimes it's here and sometimes it's not. It's called the Vanishing Lake. You see a wee sign on the left hand side as we come down Loch Arima, the Vanishing Lake. You can come up in the morning and the water, or the lake will be full of water, and even there's no water in it whatsoever. The scientific approach is something with the limestone and the peat underneath the lake itself. You can see where the stream's left hand side is empty and the right hand side is empty. But there's an Irish tale about a leprechaun who sits here and guards his money and his treasure. And there's no water in it whatsoever today, but usually it was filled right up to the wall. You can see where the stream has run down. But the leprechaun sits in the stones down there and he guards his treasure, so he fills the lake up with water, and when he wants to move it he empties the lake. So he must have moved his treasure elsewhere. We will soon be coming into the town of Ballycastle. Ballycastle has an island 6 miles off the shore. It's the only inhabited island of the island of Ireland. It has 150 residents approximately. A ferry departs Ballycastle harbour to Rathlin Island every day on a regular basis to bring the residents to and fro. Or a woman had 3 kids years and years ago and they wouldn't do as they're told, so she turned them into swans. We should get some beautiful views of Rathlin Island today and hopefully maybe see the ferry service in the island. As we drive up the hill, we have to go up a very steep hill just in front of them and walk along the beach. And a lot of the shops here, I've been up here with our dogs, and the shops are pet friendly also. We go in the shop with your dog, which suits my wife. She likes to spend a lot of money on them, unfortunately. We have the main hotel just coming up in front of us. And we have Ballycastle Harbour to the right, where the ferry departs on a regular basis to Rathlin Island.